Yes.
Started? Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, my screen shows no green. Ready? All right. Good evening and welcome to September's virtual meeting. Those participating in the meeting, whether through WebEx or Facebook Live, hope you're healthy, safe, and have a great week. Just reminding, immediately afterwards, we'll be having our final board and service training of the year. So with that, I'd like to now call the regular board meeting to order. Meeting called to order at 6:02 p.m. All right, we have roll call. Jim Anderson.
Present.
Dr. Falvo Lang.
Here.
Roger Gines. Maria Higgy.
Here.
Carmelita Smith. Oh, Carmelita, your mic is muted.
Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, very good. Thank you. And Cindy Sutter.
Here.
And Dan Sutter is here. Oh, okay. Yeah, live at Whippledale instead of my home. So, so we'll go to in memoriam. We extend our sincere condolences to the families of the following people who have passed away since our last meeting. Those we serve: Lloyd Everett Gorder. Lloyd, age 69, passed away Tuesday, August 18th. He received services from the SSA department, previously attended the Start DD workshop program and attended private programs prior to his retirement. Gary Lynn Young. Gary, age 52, passed away Wednesday, August 26th. He received services from the SSA department, previously attended the Start DD workshop program. James Anthony Purdy. James, age 46, passed away Monday, August 21st. He received services from the SSA department. Chad Michael Swiger. Chad, age 26, passed away Saturday, September 5th. Received services from the SSA department and was a 2015 graduate of Rebecca Stallman Southgate School. And we have Matthew Jason Greason. Matthew, age 43, passed away Saturday, September 12th. He received services from the SSA department, previously attended Start Workshop program, and currently attended TWI Stark Center. We can have a moment of silence in their honor. Okay, thank you. I now need a motion to approve minutes for regular board meeting held August 25th.
Higgy moves.
Second,
9 seconds.
any additions, revisions, or corrections? With none, all in favor of approval of the board meeting minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? The minutes are approved. So we at this time entertain anyone who speaks. We have someone public speaks. We thought we had someone for public speaks. That's not the case. So
Do we have any retirees, Dan?
that comes next. So no public speaks. Now we go to retiree recognition, and Connie will review a few slides.
Good evening. I'm going to share my screen with you all. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So we have 3 employees who we're going to be recognizing tonight. First one is Loretta McLaughlin. Loretta worked in our transportation department as a bus rider for 12 years, and she retired in August. Gina Kearns. Gina worked at Rebecca Stallman Southgate School as an intervention specialist. She retired with 31 years. 28 of those years were in the workshop. So she moved over to Southgate in 2017. And then Barb Everett, who's going to be retiring at the end of this month. Barb is a custodian and she has 15 years of service. So we just want to express our appreciation and thanks to these employees for their many years of service and wish them well in a long, very happy retirement.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask those on the phone, if you're not speaking, you can mute your laptop? I'm getting some feedback coming across it. It's like everyone. Roger, yours is the only one not muted.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. I got a new phone. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. There you go. All right, we'll see if that helps. We're getting some feedback across the line. All right, thank you for the retiree recognition and congratulations to those retiring. We'll move on to the president's report. Good evening, everyone. It's kind of incredible to think that Roger Gines has just 3 more meetings after 12 years of service on the board. And, it's been great working with Roger. He's been so diligent in his attendance. I don't think there's any board member that has a better attendance record than Roger. And he's been diligent on participating in committees and board officer assignments. So please know that we're looking to fill this vacancy, and if anyone has any recommendations, please let them or Bill or me or Bill know. And Roger's going to be hard to fill his shoes, and we're going to be deeply missing him. So with that, we'll be enjoying our last 3 meetings with Roger. So for those of you listening or watching tonight, you as board members need to have at least 4 hours of continuing education credits each year. And tonight we'll be hearing from Bridget Gargan, Executive Director for the Ohio Association of County Boards of Developmental Disabilities. She will be providing us state-level updates. With that, that concludes the President's report. We'll move on to the Superintendent's report.
Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is well today. It's good to see everyone. As far as the superintendent's report, it'll be very, very brief. Next month, we are going to kick off our strategic planning steering committee, and it's going to be led by Amy Renkert out of Rayledge Consulting. We'll also be providing an update on where we stand with our current strategic plan with just a couple months left. So with that, and with the board in service also scheduled, that will conclude the superintendent's report this evening.
Okay, thank you. I'll move on to committee and department reports that are in our board packets. Are there any additions or deletions that need to be made at this time? With that, we'll move on to next. We do not have any old business, new business, or presentations because of the board and service that's scheduled later on. At this time, we'll have a review of policy slated for first readings with Connie Polton presenting this.
Policy 1.05 Ethics Council was reviewed with no changes. Policy 3.12 Lone Worker. This is a new policy, and it states we do have certain jobs that require an employee to work by themselves. This could be in a home or community setting, or even in one of our buildings after hours. The policy states that the board has a duty to assess the risks that employees who work alone may encounter and take steps to eliminate, avoid, or control the risks whenever necessary. The new policy also states that employees will be provided with training and education on how to identify potential hazards and take actions. The board will provide lone workers with an electronic monitoring alert system, which is a phone app that is a means to call or alert law enforcement when there is an incident and assistance is required. As a side note, I'd like to add that this policy was the work of a cross-functional group of employees who met at the beginning of the year to discuss the issues that lone workers may face and the safety practices that employees should be aware of, which will be included in the procedure that will accompany this policy. Policy 4.01, identification badges, was reviewed with no changes. And policy 4.06, learning management system training. This policy was revised to add a paragraph at the end, which states that board developed or approved training can also be delivered through the Relias learning platform. Human resources can upload PowerPoints, PDFs, and videos, and can also use the system for recording in-person training along with the Relias provided library of coursework. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now we'll move on to resolutions. We have resolution 2022 approves the board expenditures for August 2020. Need a motion? I need a motion.
Piggy moves.
And we need a second.
Alita Smith, second.
Okay, we have discussion.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So looking at our financials for the month of August, we had total local revenues of $82,435, total state revenues of $224,508, total federal revenues of $680,225. We did receive a targeted case management reconciliation due to the decreased Medicaid percentage match rate that we're paying of $132,000 in additional revenue during the month. So total revenue of $987,169. If we look over on the far right for the year to dates, the only thing I'll note is the cost report settlement. So obviously this time last year, we did receive a cost report settlement. We do not expect to receive one this year. So that's why we're seeing that variance there. Looking down in our expenses, we had 2 payrolls during the month of $1.05 million. Total benefits paid of $222,000. We did have another holiday premium month during August. And then total other expenses of $770,000, which includes $212,000 of family support services transferred to Neon to administer that program. So total expenses of $1.99 million. If we look over on the far right again for the year to date, please take note of the waiver match so far is $2.64 million less due to the decreased match percentage that we're paying currently. Looking at our cash, our ending cash balance at the end of August of $47.3 million. We started the year with $49.39 million. We have $9.23 million in open purchase orders, $447,000 closed in 2019 purchase orders, and our negative change in financial position of $2.8 million gives us an ending unencumbered cash of $37.74 million at the end of August. Looking at our budget to actual, we're just going to focus on year to dates here. We have our 28.993 million in revenue, which is 57% of what we expect to receive so far. Looking down at our expenses, more importantly, 31.82 million expended so far, which is 62.61%. Our target is just under 67%. So we are under that target mainly due to the enhanced rate we're paying for waiver match. Looking over on the far right, our available budget at the end of the month of August was 9.77 million. Looking at our prior year purchase orders carried over from 2019 of 736,000, 282,000 we have paid so far this year, 447,000 canceled, and we still have one purchase order remaining of $6,200, which is for a vestibule door from the Whippledale project that happened in 2019, hoping to take care of that soon. Reviewing Resolution 93820, you can see our two payrolls here. The only thing I'd like to note in that first payroll of August, we did pay out non-represented attendance incentives of about $17,000. And then looking at our non-payroll expenses by week of $939,847. If there are no other questions, requesting approval for Resolution 93820.
There's no other questions. All in favor of the resolution, say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? The resolution is approved. Now moving on to resolution 093920, approves the purchase of liability and fleet insurance. I need a motion.
Barbara Lang moves.
Second,
Anderson, second.
and discussion from Lee.
Thank you. Resolution 93920 is to acquire liability and fleet insurance through Philadelphia Insurance at a cost not to exceed $176,000 for 1 year, beginning October 1st and ending September 30th. So we did go out to market a year earlier, mainly due to fluctuations in the market, due to a lot of different things, mostly due to abuse and molestation claims that have really changed the marketplace. They were going to take away our umbrella coverage. So we had to go out to market to kind of fight for the current coverage that we have, and that we did. So we have been able to maintain all the current coverages that we have in the past. General liability, $1 million per occurrence. And then, of course, our umbrella, which is basically over everything at $10 million. We will see about a 19% increase in premium costs. So going up from $147,000 to about $176,000. However, we thought it was best to, as long as we can get the coverage, to maintain the coverage that we've currently had and also in the past. If there's any questions, requesting approval for Resolution 93920.
Any questions on the resolution? With none, all in favor of the resolution, say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. No abstentions?
Hickey abstains.
Okay, Higg abstains. Resolution is approved. Okay, we'll now move to the second reading of board policies that were presented at August board meeting.
Policy 2.25 mileage reimbursement was reviewed with no changes. Policy 3.05 face coverings, again, that's a new policy. It provides information on wearing face coverings or masks in order to protect the health of students, employees, and visitors. Policy 3.06 smoking and use of other tobacco products, along with policy 4.10 performance evaluations, were both reviewed with no changes recommended.
Okay, so that brings us to the resolution 094020, provides approval for the board policies presented for second reading. I need a motion.
Gines moves.
Second,
Anderson second.
with any further discussion? With none, all in favor of the resolution, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? Board policies are approved. I now need a motion to adjourn.
Hickey moves.
Second?
Favalang seconds.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? We are adjourned at 6:21 p.m.
Yes. This reconnect with the board training.
Yeah, for the trading, if you could please leave this meeting